All right, so you know the importance of having an operating system. You know the importance of using AI to make the operating system operational. So now let's jump into actually how to make this custom GPT that's going to train your employees, answer any of their questions, and make it super seamless for your OS to be actually used in your company. All right, so here we are. We are on Claude. You guys know this is my favorite LLM, for now at least. And what we're doing right here is we're basically inputting our OS system, right? If you have your OS, which I'm going to say it again, if you don't have an OS, then you need to be working on that, because that is going to help your business with the playbooks, with the email templates, and the frameworks and all that stuff that you do in your business. Get it into an OS. It could be a file, it could be a Notion, whatever it is. Get it, throw it in the Claude, and ask it for a 6,000 character instruction for your GPT. Okay, so that's what I've created here. This is our custom GPT instruction, quote unquote, manual. And we're going to basically copy that. Simple. Before I get too far into it, you need Claude. You can have the free version of Claude, perfectly fine. You do need to pay for ChatGPT, which is $30 a month, okay? Once you've done that, you can create your own GPT. So when you go on to ChatGPT, what you're going to do is you're going to go to GPTs and you're going to go to Explore. When you go to Explore, you have My GPTs or Create, okay? Now, I have already started doing it, but I've not done that much, okay? So you'll come to this page. Once you come to this page, you don't want to go to Create, you want to go to Configure, okay? And we have Sacagawea, which is what we're calling it, Sacagawea AI. And you're going to have a short description. We go back to Claude and we take out the short description. We then go back to chat and we paste in that description, simple as. And then we're going to go to instructions. This is the thing that I just had you create in Claude. Again, taking your OS, putting it in the Claude and saying, hey, give me a 6,000 character description or instruction manual of what I need my GPT to do. And you got to talk to it like it's a person. We talk about this all the time on the podcast. You got to talk to it like it's a person and get it to understand what you want from it. Okay. Once you've done that, then you're going to come back over and so now we have the instructions. Okay. Now from that, we're going to go to the next part. This is the knowledge base. Okay. So one thing you need to understand is that it's pulling from all the knowledge in your company, right? And for this, what we're creating here is our Sacagawea AI, which is going to basically answer any of your guys' questions directly in the GPT. So if you have any questions about AI and how to use it in your business, you just go to Sacagawea and she will translate it from, everyday normal. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be English, but any language, any normal language, she takes it in and then she'll give you the answer on how to use the AI system, right? It's very simple. She is translating normal language into AI back into your language, okay? So we do this. Our knowledge base is our podcasts, okay? So we took our transcripts and we put it in here, and now it understands and knows us and our podcast and what we talk about. And so as we put out more podcasts, we will be able to expand the knowledge base, okay? The more the knowledge base expands, the more she will know, right? So I'm going to take you through this and then we're going to test it. So the knowledge base is all of our transcripts, all of our YouTube videos, podcasts, our meeting notes that we have about the podcast. It's all in here. And again, this is viewer or listener focused or facing, right? So this is for you guys. This is not for our internal system. We will have another one specifically for our internal system, and that will be used eventually to help podcasts scale, basically, right? So instead of us having to be a part of every single call, every single sales call, consulting call, we will be able to just send them the link to our GPT and they'll be able to talk to it and basically get their answers. This is the new form of masterminds. This is the new form of coaching and consulting. It's the same thing. So your knowledge base would just be your OS system, right? Your operating system, your OS. That's where your knowledge base is. So you just put your knowledge base or your OS into the knowledge base and then you have it, okay? So the same thing applies. I'm going to come down here, capabilities. I don't want to give it web search. I don't care. I don't want it to go outside of the knowledge base. I want it to tell me what the knowledge base would say. I want it to be internal. I want it to be the company. If I have a question to you, the owner of the company or the CEO or the COO, if I have a question for them, I want them to give me answers based on the company's principles, values, playbooks, templates, frameworks, all that stuff, internal. So we don't want web search. We don't want Canvas. We don't want image generation. We don't care about image generation. We don't want code interpreter or data analysis, okay? We want information specifically from the company, okay? And that's all you need. So you go in here, everything's here. You can have conversation starters if you want. It used to just give you recommendations. But yeah, so I actually want to hop in real quick to the instruction part of things, okay? Before we create this, I want to go back to the instruction part of things, and I want you to understand what is important when you get to instructions, okay? And again, it's only 600 characters, so it's not that long. First of all, you have to give ChatGPT a role. Okay, so we start out here. You are AI assistant for the Pioneers podcast, a field guide for operators deploying AI in real businesses to move faster with less staff. That is what ChatGPT is being. They are being the AI assistant for us. Our core mission is to help operators implement AI workflows, okay? Who do you serve? Operators who run revenue generating businesses and want AI to do work, not inspire ideas, okay? They're asking, and it gives them a couple of test questions, right? Some core beliefs. AI is labor, treat it like a team member, not a toy. Workflows beat tools. Tools change weekly. Workflows compound for years, okay? These are our core beliefs, okay? The response framework. Always deliver one of these outcomes. Save time, make money, reduce chaos, increase certainty, or ship faster. Those are our basic core premises of what the answer is. The answer is going to be in one of these 5 things, right? Be tactical and specific, never give vague advice, provide exact workflow steps, specific tools and handoffs, what breaks and why, clear implementation timeline, etc., right? Example of good response. Give it an example of good response. And I talk about this in my prompt video. Give it examples of good and give it examples of bad and why, okay? Again, you're treating it like a human being. Telling a human being, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, and not telling them what it should look like leaves too much room, right? So example of bad response, topic areas to cover, response structure. Every response should include these. Format example, what you should format it, how you should format it. Sources, right? Sources and citations of inside the playbook or inside the OS. This is important because you need to know that it's actually coming from the playbook, right? And then tone and style, like you don't just want it to be bland, I guess. You want it to actually have a little bit of a personality or a little bit of a tone. What to avoid, handling different questions, and then guardrails, do not and do, and then quality, right? Quality and the goal. So that's a little bit understanding of what you want the instructions to look like. Now let's go back. All right, so we've configured it. We've given it the knowledge base. We don't need a recommended model because you can change it based on what you're using it for. And so we're going to create now, okay? Anyone with this link can access. So if you give it to someone, then they can access the link, obviously. That's what that means. So we're going to view a GPT and let's see how it works. Let's see how it does. So here you go. I am a SaaS CEO. I want to build a product that works for plumbers. What is a good workflow that I can implement to make sure that I am building the right product and not wasting my life away? This is a pretty complex question, but we actually answered it. All right, this is interesting. You're right to be paranoid here. Plumbers is where founders go to die. When they build from assumptions instead of workflows, below is a field-tested workflow we use with operators to make sure you only build what plumbers will actually pay for. This is very good. So phase 1, don't build software, build certainty. Okay, we talk about this all the time on the podcast. Prove there's a painful, frequent, expensive problem before you start writing code. Step 1, pick one plumbing persona. Do not skip this. 100%. Plumbers are not one market. Choose one. Solo owner, operator, 3 to 10, tech shop, 20, tech operation. If you mix these, you'll build garbage. Recommendation, start with 3 to 10 tech shops. They have money, chaos, and repeatable pain. Run 15 ride-along interviews, not surveys. No Zoom theory. You're extracting workflows. What you do. Call plumbing companies, offer $100 gift Amazon card, ask for 45 minutes. Good. Extract the real pain, jobs to be done. You're looking for problems that are daily or weekly, revenue affecting, emotionally charged. Little workflow hack before software. Charge for the workaround. So you can see what it's giving you, right? It's giving you high quality, like step by step, like, and so try to imagine this as inside your business, right? So if you are, an ice cream shop, we just talked to Isaac in a couple episodes ago. Imagine you're an ice cream shop and you hire on a new person. You sit them or you have them go through their day, right? you walk them through the process and you say, hey, I want you to be thinking about questions that you have at the end of today. Okay? Any questions you have, don't ask me on the spot. Just keep them in your head or write them down or put them on your phone. Okay? At the end of the day, I want you to go home and I want you to use this, GPT, and I want you to ask the GPT, okay, what goes into a chocolate frap or whatever? And it's asking the questions and it's getting answers back and forth. It's your customer service, right? It's your onboarding agent. It's your HR department. It's your legal team even. Like GPT can literally be whatever you want it to be. All you have to do is give it the information. And so this allows you, Naval Ravikant says it best, the best businesses are the ones that you work hard at in the beginning and then they pay you throughout the life of the business, right? So it's hard at the beginning, easy at the end, right? And so you want to front load the work, right? And that's what GPTs allow you to do. You have to front load the work. You have to create the OS. You have to go through each and every process of your business and scrutinize it and come up with a playbook and a framework of how to do it. And then you only have to do that once. And now you put it into a GPT and you create a personality, an HR department, an onboarding agent, whatever it is that people can literally go in and just talk to about their problems or issues or questions. If you are a sales team, you can do this with your sales agents. Also, as you can see, it's a limitless potential. So it's best to get to understand and get this now. If you have any questions, please leave comments. We'll go into this real quick. I said, make this step by step. I am getting confused. Step by step, build the right product for plumbers. Pick one type of plumbing company. Pick one problem. Make a list of 30 plumbers to talk to. Send this outreach message. After each call, write 3 things. After 5 calls, find the repeating pattern. Do 10 more interviews. Focus on the top problem. Build a concierge version. No software yet. Charge for the concierge. Because it's great to have this idea. It's great that people are supporting you, but when money goes on the table, you find people's true intentions and true ideas, right? So, hey, would you pay for this? Yeah. Okay. Well, typically it's $100. I'm going to give it to you for 30. Oh, no, that's kind of cheap. Okay. Now you see people's true feelings about the product, right? So only now at step 11, build the MVP. What to do today? 1 hour quick win. Choose 3 to 10 tech shops. Choose one lane, calls, invoicing, etc. Build a list of 30 shops. Send the message to all 30. You can do that today, right? So you can see how our GPT is going to help businesses be successful, right? Be successful. And then gives you, a couple of other things. If you tell me which lane you're leaning towards, and it can help you build the business with you, right? But the more we do videos like this and the more podcasts we do, and the more you guys tell people about our podcast, the Pioneers Podcast, everyone tells one person, we double in growth. So go tell someone, send this to someone and tell them, hey, we need to build a GPT for our company. And this is how you do it. Any questions you guys have, make sure you leave it in the comments. I will see you guys on the next video, and make sure you guys subscribe and watch the podcast. Talk to you soon.